Hello, hello. How is everyone? It's been a while. Hopefully you guys are doing really good. I might need to mute the mic here and there because the kids aren't asleep. So if I randomly become quiet, there is a reason. It's not because I didn't want to talk to you guys. But Setsuna, hello. Zula, hello. Palm, hello. Nai, hello. How are you guys? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week. Hi Nisha, yeah, they're still awake. You know, getting as much fun out of them before they have to go to school like next week, I think it is. So yeah. Expect a stern talking to later for the schedule. The art is pretty, right? You wouldn't have expected it. In all honesty, it wouldn't be something that I would wear. I'm more of a very conservative individual, but it is a really pretty art. I couldn't pass up the chance of using it, and it kind of made sense because I went on a beach, you know. Hey, shh. Can I be honest? What's your honesty? What? Nah. I was about to say school already started. Yeah, I heard that some schools started like this week, which is kind of crazy. I'm like, wow, school is starting before September even starts now? What's going on? In my head, I always forget you are flat. And it throws me off seeing that. Why do you always... Oh, maybe because I always draw. Like, all my chibi art, there's really no, like, volume to it. I guess that makes sense. But why do you think that, though? Is it just, like, how I, like, just talk about how I dress and stuff? So you just assume that I would be? Because I'm always, you know, talking about comfortable, like, baggy clothes kind of thing. Help me notice the schedule art. My feet. That's how it gets you, apparently. It's kind of funny when I posted that schedule art on X. Actually, I got like more followers. I'm like, well, I just catfished all of the new followers because that's not my content. They come over expecting something crazy, and it's like, nope, just a girl who talks about crime. See, this is how I get you. You think that you're coming for something else, but you aren't, and then you are stuck here with me. There's no going back. Classes for me already started. Does university courses start already? I guess so. I guess it depends on like what you pick your classes, but that kind of sucks too. That's like one thing that like I don't miss about like school, like university, is like waking up early, but at the same time I wake up early for work. I do like learning though. Some of the courses they offer in uni are really interesting. Just when you have to take the test, it's like, okay, no, I don't like you anymore. I think it's actually it's the color of your outfit. It's a little dark, so it kind of masks. Makes sense. Yeah, I guess so. I'm talking about your character, not your IRL. No, but I think in general, you know? And I think maybe it's also because... Yeah, no, when I'm streaming, my model is usually pretty like... I pretty much cut it down to almost like half the bust is kind of like not showing anyways for streams. So yeah. And at the same time, yeah, maybe it's my outfit too that doesn't kind of like draw your eyes to that portion of me. Which is a good thing. Some people like that. I'm more like, my eyes are up here, please. Please look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh, growing up, we always started early in August. Really? Yeah, no, I always like, from what I remember, it was always the the beginning of September after the long weekend, which also really sucks because it's like your last long weekend before you have to like go back to school, which is like I didn't even think about the clothing you wear. True. I think I was just overcomplicating thinking about it, you know? What do you mean now? You don't take notes about everything I say? What kind of viewer are you? How dare you? It's your fault being a girl. Very close. You being kind of flat. I see that connection though. Her big forehead is up here. Yeah, my big head is here. Hello. You don't need to look at anything else. But yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like baggy clothes, it's more easier and comfortable to move in, you know? I think that's just my thought. Sometimes it's like I should be more professional and wear like more professional clothes and not just like hoodies. But those are only for days where it's like, oh yeah, important people are coming to work and I have to look somewhat decent. Most of the time it doesn't matter because I wear a lab coat, so whatever. They don't know what I'm wearing under it. What? They're gonna like tell me to take it off? That's kind of weird. Sounds a bit like of like harassment, but you know. We'll cross that bridge when it happens. It's not gonna happen. But lately, it's funny because I went on my vacation for a week and it was really hot. I do have pictures. We'll get to that. But just let me get my yap in. I haven't been really talking for the last like... Sorry, you might hear laughing. That is the children. Anyways, yeah, in the last, what, week and a half? I haven't really been talking much. In all honesty, I talk to my like family, but it's not like just, you know, word vomit. So let me get all my word vomit out and then I'll show you the pictures I took. There's not a lot, but there's something. Sagittarius, hello, how are you? Man, that thumbnail, you see, it got you. It got you here. How are you? But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah. My mini vacation, it was really hot, so I was low-key kind of dying, and then I come back and it's freaking hot now too. So I'm also dying. It's like, let me pull up the conversion. 30 degrees C. So it's like 86 degrees Fahrenheit for the past week, and I'm like dying because going to work sucks, and then driving home in a hot car is even worse. And it's just like, no. And it's just, I just feel miserable. Like in the office, it's not as bad since like it's like a controlled space, like a controlled like air, like what is it, temperature in the lab. So it's actually pretty cold inside the lab. So I usually have like an extra sweater. But right when you walk out of the door, I'm like baking, and it's like, oh, this sucks. 30 isn't hot. 30 is hot for me. Usually in my area, we don't actually hit 30 degrees around this time. Like end of August into September, it starts getting colder. Like this is like it's starting to be like our fall season. This is when it gets pretty cold. So yeah. So this is why I'm not used to it. Yeah, it's just weird like that. I like flat girls actually, so it just went down. For first time Astra's wearing something. Hey, yeah, no, that is actually, I was thinking about like, do I wear anything girly? Not really. Like jeans, sometimes like a nice blouse, but mainly it's jeans. I don't really wear like dresses. Dresses, they kind of get in the way sometimes, you know? Like, what if I want to like jump over something? It ain't gonna happen in a dress. Don't choose the subject. I will get to that. I have some pictures. There's some stories I have to tell you guys. Because some stories are actually really funny that happened. The crow, hello, hello, how are you? Hope you had a good vacation. It was a good breather. In all honesty, I think it like work was getting to me. So getting a week off is nice, but then coming back after my vacation, coming back, it was so busy. Like I need another vacation already. I'm like, I can't. So overall, it was good though. I appreciate Astra isn't flat. Big girlies can be cute too. They can be. I'm also not that big, so you know, medium is great. Did you get? I got a little bit. I don't think I got that dark, but I did somewhat get one. So, yeah. So we got one thing accomplished. I'm not as pasty anymore. I know it's a no. No, I actually got like maybe 2 shades darker. You know? So it's better than not having any. And it's funny because literally I go outside in a t-shirt and put on some sunscreen. And I'm like, I hope that I don't get like sunburnt. And surprisingly, I didn't. I'm pretty sure with my skin tone, it's hard for me to get burnt. It's just like tan, hopefully. 30 is pretty hot for me. But that's because we use Celsius where we're from. Yeah, no, we do too, Chris. Canada. So sometimes when I have to convert it into like Fahrenheit, I'm like, I don't know. Fahrenheit is it's another thing. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like, how can like 0 degrees be what is 0 degrees in Fahrenheit? Like 32. How does that make sense? Like, what is like freezing point? Like, water freezes at like -1. So that's like 30.2 degrees Fahrenheit. How is this still a positive number if water is freezing? Makes no sense to me. So yeah, no. Fahrenheit, don't know. So we need to start a summer outfit fun so we don't get another clickbait thumbnail. Hey, this is like alternative, like, you know, in a different universe that would maybe be me if I was that type of personality, you know? But then I feel like if I was that personality, a lot of you guys won't be here for most of my streams. Or maybe you will, who knows? I don't know. I'm just trying to picture myself being more of like that type of VTuber. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think I can ever do that. I think I'll be more embarrassed than anything. In my head, Astra dresses like... Oh, who's that one? I'm like so behind in chat. I'm sorry. I have to get used to this again. It's been a while. Archive. Yeah. Kinda. That is actually... That is like my go-to outfit. How did you know? Nye. That is literally me. Yeah. I think my colors are usually pretty dark. I usually don't wear white. I don't really like wearing white. So yeah, it's always in the darker shades. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit adventurous, maybe it's like a dark green. But usually it's like grays and blacks. And then dark reds. Tis my outfits of choice, color-wise. Did you run over someone again? I did not. I did not. I was not driving when I went on my vacation. I was like the passenger princess, which is nice. Especially driving in new cities, I always get very anxious. Especially like when I don't know like the like roads and stuff. sometimes following Google Maps is stressful. So I just sit there and, you know, call out directions if needed. You're still peace? No, 2 shades darker is way nicer. Medium fence sitter? Hey. It's the best, okay? Are you a respectable size still? Not too big. Yeah, I guess. When you came back for the stream, the model should have been almost. Maybe I should. I don't even know if I can do that setting. But then I also feel like that would also be like another clickbaitiness to it. Raccoon, hello, how are you? Saucy thought. See, this is how I'm getting you guys. This is how I'm getting everybody to come back after I'm gone. You guys gotta come back to this. You're like, oh, she's back. Look at this, you know, interesting thumbnail. And it's just me, just talking about random things. You know, the huge. Oh my god, I'm so behind in chat. Give me a second. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't use a tantra in the thumbnail, but you're honestly but you're honest about your. I am. I feel like if I use the tan one, it would be too much because I didn't actually get that tan. You know, if I did, then I would use it. I'm more on like, yeah, the pastier side still. To be fair, a lot of things don't make sense, but okay, I have valid points, okay? Every time I question things, there's a valid point to it. You have to agree with me on that, all right? Like, do you agree or disagree with me? Why is water freezing below 0 have to be like 32 degrees? It's still a positive number in Fahrenheit. How does that make sense? You know? Negative numbers mean it's colder. So why? I find it weird. Astra is quite a thing, but a VTuber is not. Yeah, no. Because I really do like Luna inside the video, except for Celestia. I can't see any. I feel like you'll have whiplash if anyone in Celestia was like that. Because we're all so wholesome, and sometimes we have like our unhinged moments, but we're never to that point. I feel like by that point, you would have to like, you might need to call someone and seek help for everyone in Celestia, because it's like, ooh, I think they must have ate something weird. They're all a little bit different. At least you're not. Yeah, I felt like frontal view was cuter. Like the looking back one, like when I'm looking back, that one was cute, but then it's like, nah, I need the frontal. Fight a bear. I did not fight a bear. There was actually, I didn't have to fight anything, surprisingly. There wasn't even mosquitoes, which was nice. And then I come back home and I'm being like eaten alive by mosquitoes. I'm like, I hate this already. Maybe I kind of figured that's what it meant. And it's like, yeah, nope. Even after her break, her gaslight is still there, as always. I mean, I was probably gonna check on you, and he always click better, not true. But then I feel like some people who aren't chatting, that you kind of just clicked in. It's like, oh, what is this? And then they saw me. It's like, yeah, nope, never mind. Bye. I'm okay. Bye. Astra's so behind in time. It's gonna be no. You gotta give me some time. It's been a while. I'm a little bit rusty. Okay. Tantra needs to. I feel like I would use her. I feel like I would use her sometime soon. Not soon, but like within the next year or so, because there are talks of like vacation plans in my family, but who knows? Can't say have to go. Yeah, thank you for dropping by, Setsuna. Have a wonderful good night. Thank you for dropping by. Just like, yeah, she was. I'm already kind of clickbaiting you guys with this spicy picture. I don't think I need to kick it up another like 10 notches, you know? Did you see the thing on Twitter that was like saying there was some Japanese V that's selling point was like this forever VTuber was popular. Some of you may recognize. Wait. No, I haven't. Well, I haven't been checking like Twitter. In all honesty, I've been kind of like so busy that I come home, play my Uma Musume. Oh, I think I have an issue, guys. Clearly, my whole trip, and when I came home, that's all I'm thinking about is Uma Musume. I've been trying to get it like a A rank Uma, but I've been not getting her. All of my Umas are like B+. I'm like, why? Why can't you just be a A? But anyways, so that is my life for the past, who knows, like 2 weeks? Whatever, 3 weeks? It's just filled with Uma Musume. Don't pet me. I'm not that type. All right. We gotta put like a fine line between us. You know, arm distance. You know, personal bubble. You know. The time coming next, maybe. Like I think my family has been talking about going to Asia next year. I don't know if it's gonna happen with everyone's planning and stuff, and hopefully like timing wise is good, but that's the plan. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, who knows? I don't think the spicy pick was too clickbaity, to be honest. And I appreciate good art. That's like content, but that's the thing. I feel like for people who have been here for like a little bit, you would know me for a person who would never, be spicy like that. So definitely seeing that kind of art kind of gave you guys like a double take, which is kind of funny. I thought it was kind of funny, but yeah. I said I saw a thing. I know you don't check. I think I saw you tweet something. Did you tweet something or was it in Discord? I remember seeing you say something. And then I chuckled and I'm like, and I was gonna respond, but I forgot. You know me. I look at it and I'm like, I'll respond later, and I totally forget, and now it's too late. It always ends up when I remember it, it's already, the ship has sailed. I can't really respond to it no more. So I'm like, just know that I have read it. Uma is eternal. It is. I'm just waiting for other Umas to appear. I don't really want to pull the wedding ones because I'm like, they're not as cute. But I did get who was it? Narita Brian? I got her, which was like nice because that's the one that I really wanted at the moment. I'm like, ooh, yes. But everyone else is kind of like, I can skip them for now. I gotta save up my carrots for, who was it? I think, well, who is it? The Christmas version of Ogre Cup. is apparently really good. Anisha, yeah, they're pretty loud. But yeah, I think I'm saving up for her. Maybe anyone before that, who knows? I already had the Uma brain rot before global release because I use really? I don't know. I'm kind of glad that I'm playing the global release. Like if I had the access to the Japanese version of it, I don't think I would have a life. Not saying that I have one now, but I think it would be even worse. Astra likes to bite people. I have not bitten anyone. Thank you very much. And then that makes, when you say that, it makes it sound like I'm a rabid animal. Excuse you. I am rabies free. We know that you run over people in your— I did not. I had that one incident with the bird, but the bird survived because I didn't hit him, so it's fine. All right. Oh, okay, you didn't say anything. Okay, never mind. It ain't my Hono. It ain't our Hono. So I still look at Hono. Equals yeah, really peak. I know, right? You can never understand. Like, you can never predict what I talk about because it's just everywhere. I've been talking for 30 minutes and I still haven't shown the pictures that I took. Soon. Poor I meant about the Japanese AV VTuber thing. But yeah, I replied, what the art you uploaded and scheduled. I feel like I'm surprised that didn't happen anytime sooner. Because I feel like VTubing is such a wide range of things. Like, you already have, like, what is it, LewTubers? Like, having like a Japanese AV, it wouldn't surprise me. But then I also feel like it'll be harder for you to like advertise it on YouTube. Because most Japanese VTubers are YouTube based, right? I don't think a lot of them are like Twitch based. Because I feel like with Twitch you might have a little bit more lenience. I don't know if they're still cracking down on like VTuber things. I feel like they're more lenient with like spicy things, while YouTube is like, nope. There's children around. We gotta protect the children. Speaking of that, I had a talk with my sister about Roblox because my nephew likes playing it, and the issue with Roblox right now is a thing. But yeah, no, we gotta protect the children. Yeah. What am I talking about? Who knows? Oh, I also got Naruto Barin. Probably gonna do 1 or 2 Malteser wedding banners. Does it have to be like Diana Top Gun? She is really cute. I did her one story run or whatever, and she is really cute. It's funny how she's always trying to be like, yeah, you're my date, and we're just like, we'll you know, we'll go with it for now. Sure. It's been 30 minutes. Where's the picture missing? It's getting there. It's getting there. Hush you. Oh, they're actually selling the hoodie of the BA girl. Huh? Oh, the Sunny, hello, how are you? Been anyone yet? I have not. Bunny, hello, how are you? I'm slowly catching up, not really, but how are you doing? You definitely are a rabbit animal. Why? I am not foaming at the mouth. How dare you? You're definitely an animal. Be scientific here. Okay, well, everybody's an animal at that point, okay? We talk about that, Astra. We need to up the front. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, even then, Twitch does not play nice. Yeah, I heard that they aren't, but I hope that they were like getting better at it. I don't stream on Twitch, and at the same time, I don't really watch a lot of people on Twitch. In all honesty, like full like streams, so I don't really know what's going on in the Twitch bubble. Children should not even be on Twitch in the first place. That's the thing, but Twitch, what, their age thing is 13, right? The same with like YouTube. So if you put your age like that, you're expecting people to, you know, be that age. Yeah, no, Twitch is not a place for children. Sometimes YouTube in general is also kind of questionable sometimes. Like, I worry about children nowadays. Kids need to be protected. Roblox is being strict. Yeah, like that's the thing. I didn't know it was that bad. Like I knew that there were like, you know, a handful of situations that can happen, especially with like, you know, kids and like Roblox and roadblocks, whatever it's called. But I didn't know that it was actually like a pretty big thing. I'm like, ooh, okay, maybe I should tell my sister about this in case my nephew gets, you know. At the same time, we made sure that he can't talk to anyone. Like, there's no chatting whatsoever in his like parental control thing. I don't know if you can bypass it, but it is set up. Hopefully, he didn't turn it off. He shouldn't be old enough to know. Who knows? It's insane that I could be forced to have to see make sure you have an open conversation. Yeah, no, I talked to her about it, and she kind of talked to my nephew about it. She kind of like was just talking about, you don't talk to any random people on like Roblox, do you? And he's like, no, he literally only plays with his friends, so it should be okay. Yeah, and I sometimes like when he's playing, I kind of like watch behind his shoulder to see if like any weirdo is around. Lately there hasn't been any. Okay, when I say lately, it's like every time I look there is no one, so it's all good. It's always scumbags using protected children as a schedule to make things worse. Yeah, but then I also feel like Roblox there is an issue with that. Sorry, give me a second. Sorry. But yeah, no, it's a pretty big thing right now. I'm doing great. Hope you had a great... Yeah, my day has been okay. Work has been interesting. I should be able to give you guys my quote-unquote new schedule in probably the second week of September. I would probably be streaming on Saturdays now, because I think my schedule is going to be changing to Sunday to Thursday. I would want to stream on Fridays, but then Friday's kind of iffy because my sister works from home, so I can't use the office. So most likely it's going to be Thursday streams can be later now when my schedule changes, and then we'll have Saturday streams. And then maybe sometimes Friday streams, depending on if I can get like, you know, the office. This is why I have to figure out my streaming basement situation, but I feel like that's not gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah. We have the mouth. You have rabies? I do not have rabies. Someone asked if I bit anyone lately, and I'm like, no. I don't want to bite anyone. I don't know where people have been. I don't know if they have showered. Even if they have showered, I'm not gonna bite nobody. Yeah, she got bit by a mosquito and acting crazy. She bites them. Yeah. It's like the reverse Uno. Uno reverse. You think you bit me? No, I'm going after you. Oh my god, why am I so behind? Eyes, hello, how are you? How are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna quickly skim through some of these before I'm like super behind. Oh, been great. Sick for 2 weeks now. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you at least getting a little bit better though, bunny? Hopefully it's like it's at the tail end of the sickness. Oh, what new schedule? Yeah, I might have to be... Yeah, my work schedule is changing. So I'll be working Sunday to Thursday. So then Saturdays would be... We'll have Saturday streams instead of Sunday streams is what it is. Sorry. I'm really behind in chat. It's about Evan. I know, right? The only time Saturday streams are coming back is when work decides like, no, you don't get your normal Monday to Friday shift. You get to switch over. I'm like, nah, but I don't want to. It's like, you don't have a choice. I'm like, great. Thank you, Astra. I know. You can send them your gift basket. Oh. Sheriff Pumpkin, hello. How are you? But yeah, okay, no, I should bring up the pictures. We'll chat while talking about these pictures. Where did I put the pictures? Here we go. Here's the first picture. Some of them you might already seen from like what is it? YouTube. Yeah, YouTube community tab. I'm just gonna block you guys. Okay, I don't need to see you guys at the moment. It's okay. I actually don't know how big these pictures are. Let me move myself over, actually. I don't know how big some of these are. It's fine. Mountains again? This is actually not a mountain. It's like some... What are they? They're not mountains, like hills? Some type of hills or whatever. But yeah, this was like I don't even know what this is. Is this like a... I think it's like a channel. Like a ocean channel? Or is it ocean? It might be a river channel. I don't know. I didn't taste the water. I don't think anyone should taste water to check if it's salty or not. But yeah. This is like the... second day. Because the first day we landed... it was pretty late. So this is the second day we were just walking around the pier area. So that was nice. Oh, Fear Factor, hello. How are you? Sorry, I didn't say hi to you earlier. I'm really behind in chat. But yeah, so the first couple of pictures are gonna be all like kind of like, ooh, water. Because, you know, I live in a landlocked area. You can hardly really see water. So took a lot of pictures of water. Oh, I've been practicing drawing anime. Eyes and hair are super hard. I'm fighting my real... Yeah, no, the eyes, anime eyes are like double the size. So yeah, no, I feel you. Here, I feel like if you want to be very like... I feel like here, I don't know. Unless you're going for like Dragon Ball kind of hair. Most hair I feel like it's not that hard to draw, but who knows? The Chinese countryside is so... It's not. Hush you. Uh, even though I don't. Okay, so oh, do I have a pointer? I don't even have a pointer. But like the, what is it? The right side. This is like the pier area where like you can like walk down. This is where some people can have like dock their boats for a little bit. And I found it really funny, maybe because it's like I don't live near like places that have a lot of like boat docking things. But there was like a parking meter right on the side of there where you can dock your boat and then pay a parking like fee to park your boat there. And I thought it was kind of funny. And then like on the far right side of the pier that you can't see, there's like a little gas station for boats. And I'm like, oh wow. You can gas up your boat while you're at it. All right, interesting. Your whole job is checking water? Yeah. But then these people who drop off their water, they drive out like a couple hours to get this water. And some of it is like not drinkable water, you know. The byproduct of like industry. So that's not my problem. All right. The water eating bacteria is waiting their chance to get to. Yeah, I don't want that. And then I don't even know if there's okay. I think there's another thing that I don't really like going into water too, is because in one of my university courses we talked about like waterborne, like, you know, parasites and stuff. And there's one called like a, what is it, like a hookworm or whatever, but it basically like digs into your skin, and the only way to remove it is you have to get it surgically cut out of you because it has barbs in it and it just like attaches to you. So there's like that slight fear of like getting one of those in me. I think they're really rare. So like the chances of me actually getting one of those is really low. But there's that, and then leeches. I don't want leeches attaching to my leg. Thank you very much. So yeah. Things in water are scary. But yeah, what is my next picture? Oh, this is like at the end of the dock where like, you know, you have viewing area. And you have like, you know, you can see the little hill. The weather was really nice. It was nice and clear. And it was slightly windy, so it wasn't as hot. And water is so... I'm just saying. Like, water... The unknown is scary. Parasites are scary. Waterborne diseases are scary. Everything. And the earth is just trying to kill you. That's what I learned in my classes in university. It wouldn't be an Astra stream if she juggles between reading every single message and ignoring all the messages because she fell behind. I know. You assume that after like 3 years I'll get better at this? Nah. This is part of my charm, I guess. This is what you come for. You come to my streams just for me to literally read your messages like 10 minutes later. Tis what it is. I checked the only way to lower your rating in games is disable chat options. Roblox. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we did. Well, I told my sister to do it, so I'm assuming she did. So, who knows? Oh, it's not gasoline, it's diesel? Oh, is it? Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't walk up to it because it was gated. So you have to actually own a boat to be able to get to that area. So I didn't actually like look into it. I just saw like a gas pump of some sort on the other side. I'm like, oh, wow, cool. Oh, yachts don't use gasoline. How bougie. Oh yeah, and then it's funny because after that day, my brother was asking me, he's like, how hard is it to get a boating license? I'm like, well, where we live, I don't even know if you can get a boating license because there's literally no water for you to actually like you know, take a boat to like do the test. I don't even know if there's a boating test. I assume that there is. And then after you do that, it's like, where are you gonna buy a boat? Where are you gonna put this boat? Or your yacht? Obviously, you can't afford a yacht. But my brother being a bougie person, he's like, no, I don't want like a fishing vessel. Like, I want a legit yacht. I'm like, well, yeah, you can't afford it. But yeah, we got curious and I decided to Google it. Apparently, like, in my area, you don't actually take a physical, like, boating test. You literally just take, like, an online course and pass the test, and then you get your license to drive a boat. I feel that is very dangerous and not a good thing. Well, apparently that's how you get a boating license in my area. You just take an online course and pass it, and you go, congratulations, you get a sheet of paper. Always fear the barb. Oh, fish that swims up to you. Ooh, I haven't heard about that one, but yeah, see, water is scary. Shelly, hello, welcome. How are you? How was your trip? It was nice. It was a nice, relaxing trip. Okay, relaxing in the sense that I didn't have to go to work. Like, the trip itself was like hectic because we had like a lot planned for most of it. Okay, when I say planned, it was more planning of waking up like early, eating breakfast, and then going to the beach for like the whole day. That's the hectic part. But yeah, overall it was good. I feel like the whole week I basically stayed on the beach for probably 3 or 4 out of like the 7 days that I was gone. So yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Okay, next picture. See, these are the boats. I don't think I took a picture of the gas pump. But yeah, like, look how fancy these boats are. They're just like all like lined up. And like there's like it was gated on one side, so I couldn't even like go up close to them and look at them. Technically they're yachts. You know what? In all honesty, you can tell me it's a yacht, it's a fishing vessel, and I'll be like, yes. Because in all honesty, I don't know the difference. Because they're all just boats to me. You know? Technically, yeah. I feel like maybe they are. They look too premium to be just called a boat. You're ruining your brother's dream. No, I'm making him be practical. Because there's like, at the same time, if he buys like a yacht, he needs to buy a new vehicle to pull that yacht, because the car that he owns right now ain't pulling nothing. So he got to invest in a new vehicle to pull it. Waterborne Astras are scarier. Let's be honest. I don't think you don't want a waterborne Astra. Okay? Because I feel like I'm already pretty unhinged being landlocked. Think about like the unlocked potential I will have if I'm in water. Okay, I shouldn't say that. But I was gonna say there's a easier way for me to you know, make it so you don't come back if I'm in the water, you know? You can be sleeping with the fishes for eternity compared to landlocked Astra, you know? That's kind of hard to F up. I don't know. That's you assume that you need to know more, because like, isn't there like boating like terminology for like reading GPS and getting like, I don't know, like messages from like the boating people? Because I feel like it's similar to like planes, how there's like certain lingo about like, oh yeah, north is like a certain, you use certain like lingo for it, and reading maps and stuff because it's different. I don't know. Oh, after having kidney stones, I feel like that fish is probably opposite. Oh, I heard kidney stones are horrible. Like trying to pass a kidney stone is like literally like you're getting teared apart. I have never had it and I don't know anyone who had to go through it, but I read about it. I read about it because my sister was talking about it because she knows someone who had to go through it. I'm like, dang, I would not want to survive. Like, I don't want to be that person. Looks like the boat kind of functions like a boat. It probably, see, that's my thought process. If it floats and it has a motor, it's a boat. You could have just said you wouldn't want a magic harasser, would you? Maybe. I don't know. In all honesty, this is the only time I get to word vomit. This is why sometimes I may or may not make sense. Which is most of the time. But anyways, besides the point. It costs 200,000 for, yeah, that's what we like. That's the thing, we were looking into it. It was literally the cost of like a vehicle, like you know, a pretty high-end, like, I don't know, like, okay, not a high-end vehicle. I actually don't know how much vehicles are, but basically it's as much as like a vehicle. But at the same time, we don't have water where I live, so then it's like you're spending all that money for a thing that you can't even drive. So I don't know. I'm sure your brother didn't come out with that about. Yeah, I do not want to put that into his head. Because he's already, sometimes he says, you think I'm unhinged? My brother is kind of unhinged himself. Some of the things he says is like, the next generation has no, like, there's no saving them. Because my brother, he says the most unhinged things sometimes. And it's just like at random moments. What did he say once? Oh yeah, we were like, it's funny because we were having dinner at my parents' house, and then randomly he was just talking about how like he's like broke, like he doesn't have a lot of money at the moment. Who knows why? But he just pulled out there. He's like, if I was a girl, I would be making so much more money right now. I'm like, how? Tell me why. And it's like, haven't you heard of OnlyFans? I could have just put some pictures and bam, I would be rich. I'm like, what? Good thing you're not a female if that's like your goal in life. Like, not okay, there's no shame of people who want to do that. But my brother, he's like the worst. Yeah, he's just like, I don't need like, what is it? He's like, I don't need to be humble and be whatever. I'll just, I'll just make all this money and whatever. After I make all the money I need, I'll just stop. I'm like, yeah, but then your pictures are out there for everyone to see. And he's like, so? I'm like, don't you think about the consequences? He's like, if I'm getting paid, I don't care. I'm like, wow. All right. Good thing you're not a female. Good thing you're a dude and this is how you think. All right, you get back into your corner. Are those hotels in the back? I think maybe one or two of them are hotels, but the rest of them are like condos or like whatever they're called, like the bougie fancy ones where you have to pay like an arm and a leg to be able to live there. Oh, you said it before. Oh, sorry. See, sometimes I forget what I say. But yeah, no, my brother. Good thing he is not a female. Halloween's coming up. Dress brother up. Get improve it. No, my brother. Okay, in all honesty, my brother is not bad looking as a guy, but he'll look like he'll be a really ugly girl. I already told him. I'm like, nah, You will be the most fuggliest girl ever. I'm not trying to be mean, but you look okay as a dude. This is why you can't be a good-looking girl. Because if you look okay as a guy, you cannot be a good girl. Like a good-looking girl. That's not how it works. So harsh, I know. But I gotta, you know, I gotta be realistic here for him. OnlyFans VTuber is even that's the thing. Like, I feel like, I guess if you can get a really good model to be able to do that, I guess. Because I feel like there are like limits to VTubing, or like for you to offer any quote-unquote OnlyFans exclusive things. But who knows? I don't know. I don't know much about OnlyFans, so maybe they figured something out. Well, foreign investors, and yeah, a lot of the people, even like in like my city and the cities around me, a lot of like the high-end like condos are owned by like foreign investors that are never in there, you know? So I wouldn't be surprised. So, but they are pretty though. From looking from the outside, the view must be really nice if you're actually in there. We'll never know, because I ain't ever gonna be able to afford one of those. So a girl can dream. In fact, most foreign investors are in Canada. They are, and it's also because a lot of them are a lot of the Chinese quote-unquote investors are also people in high positions in China. Like, a lot of them are generals and stuff, or they're like family members or like high up in military. This is why they have a lot of money, a lot of them. And then some of them are actual like business people. I question their business like dealings, but you know, yeah, a lot of them are. Does that mean a good looking guy can look good as a girl, or the other way? That's the thing. I feel like you have to have more like of a androgynous look to be able to pull off, like, you know, being an okay looking other gender. Because I feel like if you're a really good looking guy or a girl, you won't be able to pull off the like feminineness or the masculinity of the other gender, because all your stats are in the good looks in that gender. So it's kind of hard to, you know, do a 180 to the other. I don't know though. Haven't seen anyone that is like really good looking but can also pull off like the other gender without clearly looking like, yeah, you're trying to pretend that you're this gender. So I don't know. Maybe. I feel like maybe it's easier for guys who have more of like a baby face that can pull off like a female look, because then you don't have that many masculine traits in your like bone structure. But then I feel like if you have like really like square jaw and everything, it'll be hard to pull off a really like pretty girl. You might look like a you might be able to pull off like a very like I don't know. I'm like trying to think of it. I'm like, no, that might not work. Wait, you're saying I can't be a girl? If you want, you can try. No one's stopping you, Palm. You know, wigs on Amazon are cheap. You just gotta put on like a cute wig, and then you just gotta see. Lucky, hello, hello, how are you? 24 months and 2 days, has it already been? Oh dear. I still have to promise members 2 streams this month because I missed last month. I have to find time to be able to schedule it in. But yeah, holy 2 years. That's a lot. That's a long time. Okay. We're only on this. I feel like this is only the second picture. I think I have like 13 pictures. I'm like busy chatting away. Okay, next one. This is like the this is a really pretty view because it's like a stretch of highway that goes over the water. So then you get to see like the water, rivers and stuff. I don't know what this is. But yeah. So driving on the highway was really nice. I have a couple of other pictures later on this other like highway road where it's like yeah, it's just you just see the river or the ocean, whatever this body of water is. That's nice. Hono fought a shark? No, I didn't even. Okay, I got in the water to like my thighs and then I didn't go any further because I'm like, yeah, no. This is as far as I'm gonna go. I don't want to drown on a vacation. So what you're saying is I can be a statistician? You could. You know, you just gotta try. You won't know until you try. That's the moral of the story. Oh, you also said your brother told Big Sis one. Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah. He also brought that up too. I'm like, no. That is a horrible idea. Where did you go? I didn't go that far. It was probably like I think it was an hour and a half plane ride to like it's not really a town, but it's like a smaller city that's like mainly close to like the water. And there's a lot of like, what are they called? Like farmland? Like, what is it? Like fruit, like fruit farms. I don't know if there's a specific word for it, but yeah, so this is like a really nice warm area that usually doesn't get snow throughout like Canada. So this is like the one area or areas, oh my god, my brain's not working, a section of Canada that usually doesn't get below freezing. So they usually don't get snow even when winter hits. So they usually have pretty mild weather. It's been 2 years. She didn't notice my purple. I noticed it, but I don't remember if it was actually the 2-year one. Or the, yeah. Only water basically. That's what I did. Yeah. Did you bring any floaties? Oh yeah. We brought like 2 of the, what are they even called? Those like big donut rings for the kids. So one of them was like a unicorn for Nistra, and then nephew Straw got like a duck of some sort. So they were using that, and then I was just, you know, dipping my toes in the water. Through by the butt. Wait, how about next week? It's members week, or 2 or 3 member streams next week. Yeah, I have to figure it out. That's the thing. Like, I have to double check my schedule. Because work has been like, you know, they've been teasing it, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna start. But they haven't actually physically given me like my schedule. So I think next week is still gonna be like Monday to Friday, so I can probably do a membership stream on Saturday. But then I don't know the week after if I'm starting my new schedule. So basically, the first week of September I have to basically work every day and only have Saturday off because our work thing is like Sunday to Saturday, right? So then that's gonna be painful. Only having one day off and then be like, oh, I have to work again. But yeah. No, I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. That's adorable. Yeah, it was a really cute things, but then at the same time, we didn't think that far ahead because we didn't actually bring a pump of any sort, like even like a hand pump to pump up these two like inflatable floaty things. So literally, like my brother and who is it, Big Sis 2, just sat in the corner of the beach trying to blow up these two massive like floaties. It took them a good, I want to say good 20 minutes to blow up these two things, and I'm like, yeah, no, can't be me. I don't got the lung capacity for this. Anyways, picture time. Yes, pictures. Next one. Oh yeah, this is like, I don't know, I thought the clouds were pretty because it was like the sun was setting. It was in a parking lot, so it wasn't as cool, but the sky was pretty though. She does everything last minute. That is true, but then for sure, like, I have to figure out my schedule. Then I really want to figure out, like, you know, streaming wise, how is it gonna work? She took a picture in a Walmart parking lot. Funny you say Walmart because it's not a Walmart. It's similar to a Walmart in Canada. We have places called superstores. That's like the Canadian, that's like a Canadian branded like supermarket that's as big as Walmart. So we have Walmarts here in Canada, and we also have like, you know, superstores. So it was in a superstore parking lot that I took it. Costco parking lot? No Costco. Most generic name ever. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Apparently the family that owns like Superstore they were like #1 like richest Canadian family. I don't know if they like got demoted, but they were like the richest Canadian family. But who knows what they are now. They basically, I feel like they own like a lot of like supermarket brands. I didn't really look into it. I'm like, whatever. Rich people things. It's the Temu Walmart. Imagine if the local gas station chain was named Gas Station 1. In all honesty, I never really thought about like the name being that generic. I'm just like, oh yeah, no, it was just like Superstore. I'm going to Superstore. That's basically it. But now that you bring that up, I guess it's a very generic name. Whatever. And it's funny because like they have you know how like some supermarkets they have like the bougier version of it, like off brands. Like if you want to get like more like organic things, you would go to like the more fancier supermarkets, and then you can get the dirt cheap, you know, no branding kind of stuff at like the cheaper ones. So yeah, this family owns like a the off brand where it's like, yeah, everything is super cheap and it's like made in like it's like in-store branding, and it's basically called No Name. So this is like their like, you know, budget friendly, like you can get like no name like cheese and stuff. I'm like, now that you say that, they're very like generic in their naming. I guess it's like it's not complicated. Like Whole Foods, basically, yeah, like Whole Foods and like whatever ones like that. Like Trader Joe makes their own. Yeah. So like their own products for like the budget-friendly one, they literally call it No Name. And it's just like a bright yellow packaging. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, sorry. Nistra wanted to say something to me. It's called minimalist. Is it? Who knows? Get straight to the point. I respect that. I know. It's funny because then they started also making like their branded like what are they even called? Like outdoor stuff. Like you can get like tables, not tables, like chairs, like outdoor like camping chairs, umbrellas, and blankets. And the funny thing is that they're basically bright yellow, and they have big bold letters of like, if it's a blanket, it just says blanket on it. And if it's a chair, it's a bright yellow chair with a really big black lettering that says chair. I find it really hilarious because it's like, well, if you didn't know what it is, now you do. So yeah, I had a chuckle when I looked at those things. But yeah, next picture. Oh yeah, this is a view from the Airbnb that we were renting. It was kind of crazy because it's like all these houses are on like a massive hill. So like you have to drive up this like massive hill just to get to this house, but it has like really nice nice view. So yeah. Do they sell t-shirts that say t-shirt? Sadly, they don't at the moment. I feel like no one will want to buy a bright yellow. It's like a highlighter yellow color of a shirt, you know? Like for chairs and like picnic blankets, okay, fine, whatever. But I don't know if anyone's gonna wear a highlighter yellow shirt. Like, why do you need to be so visible? You know? Looks wallpaper worthy. Yeah, it was really pretty. They also had like a veggie garden in the back that you can like pick veggies. So yeah, I was out there just picking their like cherry tomatoes. That's all I did. Every morning I go outside and pick like a handful of cherry tomatoes to eat. Big Sis 22 must be. No, we split the bill. So everybody was paying a little bit for it. It wasn't that expensive. How much was it? I think for all of us staying there for, I think it was seven days, it was like $3,000. And there was like there's a lot of us. There was how many people? 1, 2. Yeah, there was basically 8 of us, like 8 adults, and then the 2 kids. So there's like a lot of people in this house. So it wasn't that bad. Yeah. You still told me, hey, no, they said to go for it. They said that whatever is ripe, go ahead and pick it because, you know, it's a waste if like no one eats it. You know? So I was doing them a favor. I was making sure that their food was not going to waste. So, yeah. Oh, and then this guy. I don't know if you can see it, but I wanted to open up one of the umbrellas that was on the on the upper deck because it was getting really hot, right? And then this guy was hiding in there. You guys know what it is? I'll give you a couple of minutes. Yes, you guys are right. It was a bat. It scared me though, because I opened it. I'm like, what the hell is this furry thing in the corner? That's Astra. No, it's not. But anyways, it's funny because I don't think I have ever seen a bat, like, in real life, like, physically seen one. So it took me by surprise because I'm like, what the hell is this furry thing in this thing? Is it like a weird bird? And then it started moving. And I caught a glimpse of its face. I'm like, oh my god, it's a bat. And it's crazy because it wasn't like evening yet. It was probably mid-afternoon. So it was still pretty bright out. That's why I wanted to open this umbrella. But now I saw him. I couldn't really open the umbrella all the way up. And I couldn't close the umbrella because then it would have squashed him. So literally, like, I had to leave the umbrella kind of like half open, and it was kind of windy, so this umbrella was like moving around everywhere, and I was worried that I was gonna squish him. So yeah, it was like a ordeal for 45 minutes of like, oh my god, I can't close it, I'm gonna squish him, but he's not moving because I guess, you know, bats are nocturnal, so he's probably still passed out. So I'm like, well, all right. So yeah, we just left it like that, and I was hoping at nighttime he would leave, like fly away, so I can close it. But yeah, by the next morning he was gone, so that's nice. And then we closed the umbrella and never opened it again. So he might have came back. Oh, I didn't check. But yeah, so we didn't even really get to use this umbrella. He looks cute though. Yeah, he was really cute. He wasn't really that big. I feel like he was like the size of like like a tennis ball. He's like maybe a little bit smaller than a tennis ball. But yeah, he was like a little small guy. Your Airbnb got hella bad. Yeah, I have no idea. But the thing is, like, where we were renting, there was like a lot of like there was a lot of people who was growing a lot of like fruit trees. Like I saw a couple of places that had like apples and stuff, so it might have been just like a fruit bat of some sort. So who knows? It's a flying rat. I'll say a softball. I don't know how big a softball is, but it is like it's not that big. But yeah, no, it was really cute. It surprised me because I'm like, I have never seen a bat before, so I'm like, oh, okay, this is an experience in itself. They're harmless. Yeah. No, he didn't really do much. He was still passed out. In all honesty, I think we just disturbed his sleep. I was more like scared of like crushing him because I wanted to like close the umbrella so he can actually rest. But then he kind of like, he was like lower down. Oh. Sorry. He was like lower down in the umbrella, but when we started opening it, I guess he started moving up closer to like the connection point. So then by the time he got all the way up there, we couldn't close the umbrella. And then when it started getting windy, I was worried that like, oh, start shaking the connection and then like, you know, crush him. But I'm assuming he's okay. I didn't see any, you know, bodies in the morning, so I'm assuming he left. I gotta be careful with bats. Yeah, no. I stayed far away from him. It looked like I took a picture real close, but it was like enhanced zoom. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't want rabies. Thank you very much. I don't want like some type of other viruses in case. So I stayed far away from him. But he was cute. Well, then this freaking thing. This freaking thing scared me. So the Airbnb had this stupid goat like thing hanging on like the stairs, and then I wasn't expecting it and I saw it and it literally scared me I guess like the people who own the Airbnb, they're like avid hunters because in their garage they had two like bear pelts. I feel like it was probably like a black bear and a grizzly bear because like, you know, one was black and one was like brown, or maybe it was a brown bear. I don't know. But they had two of like the bear pelts like nailed to like the wall in the garage. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And then I walk into the house and I see this thing and it freaking scared me. So, you know, you don't expect to walk into a house and have this goat thing like staring at you. So yeah, it scared me and it scared my mom. My mom literally swore when she saw it. She's like, what the frick? Who wants this as a decoration? You should have took it home. I don't want this thing, man. I don't want him giving me the judging eyes. She swore, basically she did. But yeah, it was funny after the fact when I think about it. But yeah, no, at the moment I'm like, what the frick is this? Some people have like the weirdest like choices of like home decor. I think some Airbnb owners just like freaking out, guess maybe. But then because like I've been to like a lot of Airbnbs and a lot of them are very strictly like, you know, that they bought this property just to rent it out to people because there's no like, you know, there's no like family like stuff in it. But then this Airbnb, I feel like this is like literally their like home. They had like pictures on the walls of like family members and stuff, and I felt very like, I feel like I was like intruding onto like, you know, very personal spaces because they had like walls of like pictures of like, you know, I'm assuming it's their grandkids, and then pictures of like people like, you know, the family picture of like their dog and like, you know, people like them going hunting and stuff. I'm like, this is weird. And there's like a really old like what was it? It wasn't like it kind of looked like back then when they take like football team pictures. It's like a black and white kind of thing. It looked like that, but it wasn't for football. I don't know what it was. It looked like it was for some hunting club, but it was freaking old. I'm like, yeah, this is weird. Like, yeah. So, like, the house was pretty and all, but it also gave me, like, weird vibes. Because I'm like, I feel like, you know, the homeowners are gonna come in any moment now. Did you put the... No, this one was really high up. It was, like, in, like, the stairwell area. And it was mounted pretty high on the wall. And I don't even know if I want to touch it. I feel like there's probably so much dust and stuff, and I don't even know if it's real. I think it's a real goat, and they just stuffed it, and that's even more creepy. Like, taxidermy things creep me out, man. So I don't even know if I want to touch him at that point. Short confirmed. No, it was really high up. It's like, I don't even know how to like describe it. So you actually have to like it's like a weird hallway kind of thing, because it's like you enter from downstairs and then you have like basically 2 flights of stairs going up to like the actual like the main area. And then it's like, yeah, he's just literally there, and you turn around and he scares the crap out of you because you're not expecting to see him when you turn around to look down the stairs. Where's the bears? I didn't take pictures of the bear pelt things because, like, in all honesty, they didn't do a really good job of like cutting it. So it looked really, it was kind of like shredded in some parts. I'm like, this isn't cute. Or this isn't really that nice, so I didn't take a picture of it. But yeah, that's never mind. It's like, yeah, it was pretty high. I mean, mountain goats are great climbers. Could be why they're so high. You know, I guess so. Metaphorically, you know, he's high up on this wall because in life he was also high up in the mountains. I see. Very deep, very deep. But yeah, there's this guy. Oh, and then we went to what are they called? Like the you pick things where you go into like the orchard and you can pick stuff. I'm pretty sure these trees are for like cherries, because there wasn't any fruits on these trees. But I thought this was like a really nice like picture to take. So I took a picture of this. Grapevines? No, no. This was the place that we went to. They didn't really have grapes. In all honesty, we went there just to pick some peaches. But apparently peach season is like over. So we missed it. So we couldn't pick any peaches. But we did pick other stuff. What's the next picture? Oh yeah, and then they had turkeys. They had turkeys and chickens on this farm. And this turkey, man. I just wanted to take a picture of him. I took a picture and he started to run at me. He was basically staking his territory, and literally I ran away. Like after I took the picture, he just started charging at me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm sorry. And then I literally booked it. And then the chickens behind him were just like, waddling around. I'm like, I just wanted a cool picture of you. I'm sorry, sir. And it's funny because I was the only one there, because like my family was like further down because they wanted to actually start picking stuff. But I'm like, oh look, I want to take a picture of like these chickens and stuff. So he saw me. He's like, ah, she's alone. All right, my victim of the day. Don't forget the rooster. Yeah, the rooster didn't do much. It was this stupid turkey thing. I'm assuming he's a turkey. There was a really big turkey behind him. I don't think I took a picture of him because this guy scared me too much. And I didn't want to go back and take another picture. But the other one was really huge. Like what turkeys are supposed to be. But yeah. So there's this guy just chilling with all of his poultry friends. Did you take the turkey home? No, he tried to kill me. I don't want to take an enemy home. Is Renee? Isn't she a peacock though? But do people call her a turkey? Oh yeah, we picked some apples. These apples were really good. They tell you shouldn't be picking and eating at the same time, but I wanted to know if these apples were good before I started picking them. So I ate one and it was pretty good. So we picked a couple of them. And we were the only ones there. Like what? They're gonna notice that I ate one apple off of their tree? Nah. It's fine. But yeah, no, they have really like perfectly shaped apples. Like look how like round that one is. That is like a Macintosh like apple that you would see on Apple computers. No. I bought some apples, just not the one I ate, okay? They won't know. There were so many apples that fell on the floor. They don't know if I picked it off the tree or ate it off the floor. But if you eat an apple off the floor, that's kind of dirty. But anyways, yeah, like look how perfect these apples are. I think I have another picture of this lone apple that look really nice. I did this one. This one, it was so pretty and it was by itself. So I'm like, oh, I have to take a picture of this. And then after I took the picture, I plucked it off the tree. And now I'm pretty sure someone already ate him. So, yeah. But yeah, it was really pretty. I was picking the perfectly round ones. While my mom was picking the biggest ones. I'm like, but mom, they're not even pretty apples. At least pick like the big pretty ones. Not just like the biggest one you can see. Just buy the property. That's the environment. You know what? If I actually had the funds, I would probably buy a property and just have a whole bunch of fruit trees on it. Like go outside and just pick an apple when you want an apple. Or like, pick a what was it, like a pear? If you want a pear, why not? Apple thief? Nah, they didn't notice. It's fine. I may have eaten several other things, but you know, who's counting? Not me. What else was there? Oh, plums. Plums were in season, so instead of picking peaches, we were picking plums and apple. These plums were actually really good too. The outside was really sour, but then the inside was like really sweet. There's farming animals and cherries. I know, everything that I need in life. I just need to find the funds and find a property that has warm weather. I can grow all these things. Definitely not where I live right now. Sadly. But yeah, these plums are nice. The kids had a lot of fun picking them. Like, look how pretty they are. I tried taking a picture. Okay, first, I took a picture where it was only 2 plums together, and I showed it to my sister, and she's like, no, you gotta retake it. It looks very, yabai. If you take a picture of only 2 plums right beside each other. So I had to retake it, and I had to find, you know, plums that were not in pairs. Because my sister's like, yeah, no, that's not a good picture. I'm like, fine. Have one with 3 of them then. Apples prefer colder weather, but I feel like where I live, it gets too cold, where like there's not enough time for apples to actually like bloom and fruit in like the season to be able to to get anything out of it, sadly. So definitely need a place that gets a little bit warmer or has a longer spring summer. The Chinese investors will sell it for over 10 million CAD. You didn't find that amount? Yeah, no. But I feel like, okay, let's be honest, the Chinese investors are always in the cities. This is like, you actually had to drive probably, I think this was like an hour out of the city. And then, okay, let's be honest, all of these farms that you get to pick your fruits and stuff, they're all owned by like hippies. I'm sorry to say it, but yeah, they were very hippie like I was talking to one of the, I don't think she's the owner, but she's like one of the workers there, but she was very like, yeah, I love like small town life, you know, I like knowing my neighbors, and you know, my neighbors know me. I'm like, that's a little bit intrusive, but all right. What do you mean hippies? Like very, okay, very Caucasian, you know, has been, who really likes nature to the point where it's like that, unless Canadian hippies are millionaires. I feel like a lot of the farming, okay, there's another thing. A lot of the farming areas, they're basically passed down from generation to generation, obviously. And my sister, this might be like really mean, but we drove by one of the one of the farming land things, and it had like a big plaque on one of their what are they called, like barns, and they said like 9th generation whatever since like 1970 something. And yeah, my sister saw that and she's like, see, look at these colonizers. Look at these like, you know, original colonizers here. Like, I don't think you should say that, but it is kind of true. They basically were, yeah, their great grandparents were colonizers of like Canada, of that, in that sense. It's because they've been like 10th generation, almost 10th generation. So they've been in Canada literally since Canada has been formed. That's what she was saying. But yeah, interesting. It was interesting talking to like the people who like worked there, owned it. I don't think she owned it, but like yeah, very much of like a I love small city life, not I love small town life. Like I don't like city life. It's too busy and people are so cold. I'm like, yeah, I don't want my neighbors to know what I'm doing all the time. That's kind of weird, but okay, you do you. You mean trust fund base? I guess. Basically, they have to be pretty well off, like generation wealth, to be able to own such a big piece of land. They got oil money, that's why? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. What do you mean? I like small town life too. Am I hippie? No, but then she was very adamant about like, oh yeah, like I don't like crowded places. Like I really like knowing my neighbors and like, you know, like very much like a small town person. That it was kind of also, I don't know. Maybe it's because I lived my whole life in a city that sometimes when people get too like too chatty like that, it kind of freaks me out. I guess that's a good word to say, because then it's kind of like you're getting a little bit too close to my bubble, you know, like there is no like, you know, personal space is not in their vocabulary. I'm like, okay. I was just asking like, you know, how are you today? And then you tell me your whole family split like background. I'm like, I didn't really need to know that, but that's cool. I also hate crowded places. That's the thing. I don't like crowded places, but I also don't like my neighbors knowing my name, you know? Kind of thing. I don't see an issue with that. That's the thing. There's no issues with it, but I feel like, yeah, for me, like I've lived my whole life in the city. That is kind of weird how like, you know, smaller towns are always up in your business even when you don't want to. I know you're introvert. Acid crease. Knowing your neighbors is very basic thing, Astra. For some people, not for me. I literally don't know who my neighbors are. I see them and say hi to them, but then that's how it ends. You know, like if I see them while I'm like leaving the house, I would say, oh yeah, like how are you? Like, hello. But then I don't stand there and talk about like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Like, how are you? Like, how's the kids? No. I don't even know if they have kids. I'm pretty sure they don't though. But yeah, no. You're better off living in the woods. That would be cool, but then that's too secluded. Like, if someone decides to become an axe murderer, like, you won't even know I'm dead. I would like someone to find my body at least, you know? I think most people in the world don't live in overcrowded cities. Yeah, like definitely if you live in like maybe central downtown of your city, then yeah, then it'll be overcrowded. But I don't know, like I feel like for me, like it's not like super like busy, but then I do see, you know, I see people walking here and there, but then I feel like everyone in my community never really likes going outside. So maybe that's a good thing. It just means you don't like people. It's not that I don't like people, I just don't like small talk. I feel like small talk sometimes it's not productive. You know, you're just having small talk just to have small talk, and it's not like there's no point to it. I feel it's a little bit stupid. But obviously, you know, if I have to, I will. Like, you know, talk to people, is like asking them about their days and stuff, but it's like, in all honesty, do you really care about your neighbor's day? Not really. They probably don't care about your day either. So yeah. I'm pretty sure you'll end up as the axe murderer if you lived in the woods. I don't like how you portray me as this, Chris. Why? Why would I be the murderer? I am slightly antisocial, but not to the point where I would murder someone. You know? Neighbor of the year? No, well, I say hi and stuff. Like, literally, if I see them, I'm like, you know, I do the basic, like, what is it? Like, greetings and stuff. But I don't, like, literally stand there and, like, chat with them about, like, you know, life. Because it's like, no one has time for that. And it's like, you know, I got places to be. Like, my neighbors most likely have places to be. Yeah. It's only if, like, you live... I think it's also because my neighbors are fairly young. I feel like they're about, you know, maybe late 30s? 30s, 40s? So then they're, like, more of, like, the... They're in that generation where, yeah, they don't really talk a lot. But if your neighbors were in their, like, 50s or 60s, then, yeah, they're more like... Oh yeah, like, how are you today? Like, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then you literally have to stand there and have pleasantries with them. But good thing my neighbors aren't like that. I feel like if my neighbor was like that, like, you know, an old lady who's always up in my business, I would be a little bit like, okay, I'm never going outside now. Having neighbors look out for each other is actually very nice. That's the thing, like, obviously, you know, sometimes it's like my neighbor will sometimes, like, you know, when we see each other, he'll let me know if, like, you know, if he's leaving for a while, and he's like, oh yeah, like, you know, if you don't see me for like a while, I'm out of the country. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And then I'll keep an eye out when I have time, like, for the property. But it's just only when I see him kind of thing. But, you know, that's about it. And, you know. And then, but at the same time, if they don't say anything, I haven't seen them for a while, I don't really think much about it either. So, I don't know. I hate small talk because, I'm social. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like sometimes it's just... Sometimes there's no point of it. I think it's, for me, it's just like, I want to be productive. Especially for work. It's like, I don't have time for this small talk. Like, I have things I need to get done. And it's like, please tell me what you need and let's, you know, get our things done. Or else I have to stay later and I don't want to. I think that's just me for work, too. It's like, just tell me what you need and I'll do it. And then we both can have a wonderful day. I don't need to know about what you're doing this weekend or whatever. Just tell me what you need. I should just listen to wood. What if your neighbor is... How do you even pronounce that, Palm? Oh, being senior? Being senior. I'm like trying to figure out like how you would pronounce it, but I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Oliver, hello, hello. How are you? Looks like you're not getting invited to their cookout. A lost opportunity to eat free food. It's okay. I get free food at... Oh my god. I get free food at Big Sis 2's house. Because my brother-in-law likes to do a lot of barbecuing. So he tells us when and then I will be there. And then I don't even have to talk to my neighbors. Seniors like to talk. They do. I feel like seniors in general just likes to talk to you about just like mundane things, life. And then they just like to talk to people of what they want to complain about. Is what I have learned. Because every single old person at work talks to anybody that will listen about, you know, what you know, their worries. Or like, you know, when they were younger they did this. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Really? Anyways, picture time. Yeah, more pictures. I don't think we have much left. I don't remember, actually. Oh yeah, this is like a picture of the farm. I think the things on the ground is like squash? Squash or pumpkin? I don't remember. And then the long stalk ones are corn. But yeah, this was like the more open area because the back there, when you see all the trees, that's when you start seeing all of like the fruit trees and stuff. Yeah. So this was like, I think this was pumpkin, and then right beside the corn was like peppers. I think it was peppers and zucchinis or eggplants, something like that. But yeah, this was a really big farm. They had a bunch of like stuff. Some of it wasn't ready to pick though, apparently. So it was nice just walking around. Well, seniors don't have much time left, so talking to them wouldn't hurt. That's the thing, like sometimes, like obviously I don't want to be rude, so I will listen to them because, you know, respect your elders and whatnot. So I do listen to them, but it's just like sometimes it's like, I'm sorry, but I really need to get things done. And then you have to find like a good point of their story where you can kind of like cut in a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, no, I have to go and do something now. Like, you know, it was nice talking to you. Like, if we see each other again, you can tell me more, but I really gotta go. Kind of thing. You know, I think I have a hard time like steering the conversation, especially when it's an older person, to be like, okay, yeah, I heard enough, I gotta go now. Like sometimes I just listen to them until like they're done their spiel, and I'm like, okay, you're done, cool, okay, bye, kind of thing. But yeah. What else do I have? Oh, more pictures. This is a picture of the sky in the farm. Those clouds were pretty. I think that's why I took this picture. I don't really remember. I think at the moment the clouds were pretty. And I'm like, oh, yeah, take a picture of this. You're mean. No, it's not that I'm mean. I'm being considerate. Okay, old people, I will listen to them. But sometimes I'm just like, okay, like, I got things to do. Wow, what do you mean? These clouds are pretty. You don't appreciate the smaller things in life. Sometimes you just gotta look up in the sky. Don't stare at the sun. When I say look into the sky, not in the direction of the sun. You know, look into the sky and just appreciate the clouds. Appreciate the clear skies. You know, the little things in life. It doesn't always have to be like bigger picture things, you know? What else do I have? Oh, more pictures of the beach. This is like a weird shot because there were people in front of me, so I had to like take a picture like by cutting their heads off. So I had to zoom in. But yeah, this is like the picture from the beach into the water. That's... yeah. There was a lot of ducks though. Surprisingly, there were like ducks and I guess they were seagulls. I think they're seagulls. We're just kind of roaming around like the beach area where like people were sitting. Like the ducks got really close. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, they weren't scared of people at all. I'm assuming that like people feed them, but don't feed wildlife. It's not good for them. But yeah, there was a bunch of them. Something looks off. Yeah, I had to cut off like the bottom because there was like people, and it's like nobody needs to see some random person. Where's the sand? Yeah, I had to cut off the sand because there were so many people on this beach that I couldn't really take a picture without having like people in it. I'm like, nobody needs to see this random person in their like swimwear, because I also feel very like weird taking a picture and showing it to you guys with people in swimwear. I'm like, okay, never mind. Who seagulls? Yeah, no, there was this one seagull. Oh my god. Like I was like watching him because how far was it? I want to say at least like maybe like 6 feet away from us there was a couple who basically opened like a pack of like, what were they? I don't know if they were Cheetos, but something similar to like that type of like chip style. But yeah, they opened it and then like the seagulls were swarming them almost. It was like an epic popcorn eating situation. Because like, you know, they opened it and they were eating it and they put the bag on the floor of their blanket. And then they kind of turned to each other and they were talking. And I just saw like a gang of probably 4 or 5 seagulls slowly walk up to like behind them. And then one basically snatches the bag, drags it back. And then the couple sees it and they're like screaming, trying to grab the bag back. But then this gang of seagulls were just like attacking the bag. It was like savage. But it was interesting watching because it was not happening to me. So yeah, it was a funny you know, seagull versus bag versus human situation. That reminds me of the finding me. Yeah, it was basically that, but it was like very stealthy. Because that one seagull, he was like kind of like silently walking really slowly to the bag, and he literally kind of went in with his beak and kind of like pulled it a little bit until he got a good grip and he just yanked it. It was crazy. I was sitting there with my family just watching this couple like fight with these birds, just try to get their like bag of Cheetos back. I'm like, dang, sucks to be you, but this is good entertainment. But yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so seagulls, deadly, don't want to mess with them. Was it 30 that day? Basically the whole week that I was there, it was around like 30 degrees the whole time. So yeah, it was nice, but also like I want to say by like 5 o'clock I'm like, I have to get off this beach, like it's too hot, I'm gonna like die. Vegito, hello, how are you? I swear I'm never going to stay in an Astra stream for more than 10 minutes. I couldn't express how sorry I am, Astra. I literally wish I could pop in. No, don't apologize. It's okay. I do stream at a weird time. I appreciate you finding time to drop by to even just say hi. So yeah, no. Don't apologize for being late and like, you know, not catching the stream from the beginning. It's all good. Hopefully you're doing good. Lost opportunity to take a picture of this. Yeah, I also didn't want to take pictures of people too. You know, privacy reasons and whatnot. But it was an epic fight. You just have to take my word for it. But yeah, it was like it happened really quick, and yeah, it finished pretty quick too. In the end, obviously the seagulls won. No, I'm not mad on the inside. Don't put that idea in anyone's head. You know, you guys just finding time to drop by my streams means a lot to me. Oh, it's all good. Don't worry about it, you know? I started college a couple days ago and I've been trying to stay on it. I need to go to bed pretty soon because I'm waking up at 8. I don't want to interrupt the chat conversation. Yeah, no, it's all good. Hopefully college is good so far. Hopefully you're enjoying it. You know, it's a interesting experience, you know, going to college. College and university is like an interesting situation in itself. But yeah, don't worry about it. You know, school is more important. I'm probably gonna end stream soon anyway because I also have to go to bed soon. I do have to wake up early for work. But yeah, no, thank you for dropping by even when, you know, you're, you know, focusing on school and stuff. Definitely school is more important. So yeah, don't apologize for it. It's all good. Astra, what are your thoughts on the 3 new mega— wait, there's 3 new mega Pokemon? Wait, let me look at this. Mega Pokemon. Images. What are the 3 mega Pokemon? New. Oh, is it this Dragonite with stupid wings on its head? You already know what my opinion on him is, right? Because I literally just said it. Because I think he's ugly. Like, why would you move his wings from his back to his head? Like, what are you? Like, what is this? Like, he looks so dorky now. Okay, what are the other ones? What's the other one? Victreebel? Oh, no. He looks like he's suffering. Like, who the hell? Oh my god, his head is upside down too? That is terrifying. Why? Is his head not supposed to be upside down? Is that just like me just seeing it weird? Like, why does it look like they kind of decapitated his head and then rotated it and just plopped it back on? Oh, his head's always been upside down? Has it always? Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah, no, he also looks very stupid. He looks... yeah. He looks really dorky, too. That's the last one. What is it? Halu? You know what? He's the most decent looking one. Out of all of them, he's like the most normal. You know? Out of all of them, if I had to choose, I'll choose him. You know? The other 2, it's like, no. Even if you paid me, I do not want you on my team. It's 10. Or you go back. I will. I think we have a couple more pictures though. Oh yeah, no. This is like the road that literally you're driving by. Like it's kind of like a up and down like road. Like on the side of a mountain. And then the other side is just like this a water channel? I don't know what it is. Like a river channel? An ocean channel? Something like that. But it was really pretty. This day it was like the clouds were kind of coming in, so it wasn't a really nice shot. But when it was sunny, it was like, it was amazing. At least I'm able to check in on your Discord server from time to time. College definitely is interesting. Thankfully, it's not super busy though. I'm always oh, anyways, I'm heading to bed. Sleep well. Yeah, thank you. Oh, sorry, my voice is cracking. I should probably drink some water, but yeah, no, thank you for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, don't apologize for not being able to come to my streams. You know, life is more important. Like real life stuff, like college and like work and stuff is more important than my streams. You dropping by to say hi already means a lot. But yeah, no, I'm glad you're enjoying college so far. But yeah, have a wonderful good night. Because Dragonair has head... I don't know. He looks stupid. He reminds me of Jack Black. Kind of. But then he looks the most normal one. At least he looks... like, I won't be embarrassed to bring him out in public. You know? If Pokemons were, like, real... I would rather bring him in public than Dragonair and the other dude, because those two are embarrassing looking. I don't want either of them. Kobu, hello, hello. How are you? How are you doing? Lost opportunity for sunburn. Yeah, I didn't get that dark. Next time. Maybe next time. She's leaving soon. Basically, I think the last couple of pictures are the same scenery. Maybe. Yeah, this is another area. This is more flat. Yeah, it looks really pretty. If only it was sunnier, then you can actually appreciate the view. So membership weekend, right? Maybe next week. This weekend I can't. I'm going camping this weekend. I want to say yes, but I have to see. I have to see the schedule. I have to see my work schedule. So you will see the stream schedule for next week, and then I'll tell you if there is a membership stream. Obviously next week. I'm just making sure, okay? I'm just making sure you guys aren't waiting for this weekend stream, because there won't be one. I'll be taking more pictures though. But it'll probably be basically similar to this, but without water. It'll be just trees. But yeah, I'm getting all these, like, you know, nature things out of the way before winter hits, and then there is no more. Yay, more mountains. Hey, mountains are amazing. You just can't appreciate it because you don't got none, okay? That's all I can say about that. What else do I have? I think... Oh yeah, that's the last picture. Yeah, so that's my trip. I didn't really take a lot of pictures. Most of it was basically being on the beach. So that was about it. Dang, she's right. See? You can't appreciate mountains because you don't got any. I feel like if you actually saw some in real life, you would appreciate them. I think with anything, like very nice scenic views, like pictures are nice, but they don't do like the view justice until you actually go and see it yourself. Because I feel like going on this trip actually made me kind of appreciate like Canada a little bit more, because I'm like, wow, Canada actually has a lot of pretty places. It's like I don't really think about it much, obviously, because, you know, all I do is live in a city. You don't see much of like the wildness, Mother Nature. So when I actually go to some place that's like I never really have, like, you know, water, beaches and stuff, it's like, wow, Canada actually has a lot of like nice scenic views. Go to sleep. I will. I'm fine. I did a couple of polls on Uma Musa. Oh, you're polling for the air group wedding. I see. They do look pretty though. I'm tempted, but then I'm like, no, I have to save up my carrots. I want to pull some other ones later on. Yeah, because I heard that the Christmas version of Ogre Cup is like really good. So I want to pull her. Oh, I also want to pull whenever they do get like release like Kita-san Black. I want to pull her, and I also want to pull like Manhattan Cafe. She's really cool. So I'm slowly making a list of like Umas that I want to pull. So I gotta save up all of my carrots for them. But then I also have to pull for like support cards, because I'm having troubles trying to level up my Umas to like A rank. Most of them are stuck at B+, and I don't know how to increase it. You got work tomorrow? I do, actually. Oh my god, I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow because it's like long weekend is coming up. That means everybody's gonna try to push like their samples in tomorrow, so then they have like a long weekend, so tomorrow is most likely gonna be busy. I'm like, why why I picked the wrong profession. I think I need a new job. It's making me question my choices in careers. Credit card time? No. I'm gonna try my hardest to not pull out my credit card. But I'm starting to see that it's gonna be a hard... I need a lot of willpower. Because by the rate of how I'm like collecting my carrots right now, it's not a lot. This is what happens. They spoil you in the beginning by giving you so many carrots. And then you kind of get pulled into this false security that you're gonna get that amount of carrots easily. And it's not. It's far from that. Because like every time you like just do a run and stuff, you're probably only gonna get maybe like what? If you're lucky, 300 to like 500 carrots. And it's just like, well, that's not enough to do like a 10 pull. Too much. Did you Astra's drop for making Saturday streams permanent? I know. They might be permanent for now until like winter hours hit. Because when winter hours hit, probably after... I wouldn't say winter hours, it's more like kind of like after December. After December, it might switch back over again. But who knows? But yeah. Don't stop, please sleep. I will. You can earn carrots watching the stories of the Umas and it gives you 30 carrots. Yeah, I've been watching that, but sometimes it's hard to like find time to actually like, you know, be able to like watch a handful of them. Because I feel like if I watch one and then not watch like at least another 2 of them, it's like I'm not really getting into the story. Oh, but the main story, the one about like McQueen, made me really appreciate Goldship a little bit more, because then Goldship was so cute in it in the first chapter. I'm like, oh, okay, Goldship, you're not that bad. But yeah, I definitely want to find like get a good chunk of time to actually go through like the stories and stuff. Just like every time I have time, I'm busy doing a run. I'm busy trying to like level up the Umas. I gotta find a good balance in between. Who knows? Maybe I was gonna say maybe I can pull more or do more on my camping trip, but I forgot that there's no Wi-Fi or like data, so I can't even pull. Maybe I can do my dailies, but then that's about it, sadly. Okay, I shall leave now before I chat away even longer. But yeah, no, thank you everyone for staying. Thank you everyone for, you know, dropping by for my first stream back since my mini vacation. Yeah, it's been a while. I forgot how much like I need to stream to chat with you guys. Me just chatting away about random things. I did miss that. Definitely my mini vacation, I always felt that there was like something off. Especially like on Thursdays and like Sundays, I'm like, wait, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm supposed to be doing something today. I'm like, what is it? And it's like, those are my streaming days. That's why. Always felt like there's like something missing. Or like, yeah, I'm always like forgetting something is what it is. But no, thank you everyone for staying. I really do appreciate it. Thank you everyone for, you know, dropping by, spending time with me, especially when, you know, everybody is starting to get a little busier with, you know, school and yeah, mainly school starting for some of you guys. So I really do appreciate it. Yeah, everyone have a wonderful good night. Have a amazing Friday and a amazing long weekend if you guys have a long weekend. I'm pretty sure you guys do. Everyone in the US, that is. But yeah, and then I'll see you guys on Thursday. I don't know what we're doing on Thursday, but maybe we'll play Uma. I feel like I'm gonna be a Uma streamer at this rate. Just go. I am. Give me a second, Pom. Give me a hot minute. All right, no, I'll leave now. All right, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. Bye, 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 bye.